What's up internet, Kevin here bringing you guys a new top 5 iOS games of the month vid. I know I missed out on August, but I'm back with my favorite iOS games of September 2014. Now this month's list is a pretty interesting mix. We've got a couple of ports of some good PC titles, we've got a retro style action platformer, and a pair of very simple but also very addictive games that are mobile exclusive. So to begin with, let's talk about one of those ports. This game just came out at the start of September and is a little on the pricey side for an iOS game, but it's still just a little bit cheaper than its PC version if you buy the full bundle right away, and that's Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Now, I've actually got a full review posted of this title from its original release a few months back, and I have that linked down below, but even back then, I thought that this game would fit just perfectly on mobile, combining artistic visuals, simple but still at times challenging puzzles, and a surprising amount of historical accuracy in its storytelling, even if the art style betrays that just a little bit. Telling one story across 4 different perspectives and one particularly brave dog, Valiant Hearts is an excellent puzzle adventure title worth investing in. Do be warned though that while the game is listed at only $4.99 in the App Store, this is only to purchase the first chapter. It'll cost you at least an additional $9 to unlock the rest of the chapters, or even more than that if you choose to buy them all separately. Next up, let's start talking about some of the more simple games on this month's list, starting with the very fun but also very deceptively difficult Shades. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking at first glance, that this game is just ridiculously simple looking and not worth even the asking price of $1, but it is so much more challenging than its first impression gives off. Shades follows in the footsteps of Tetris with the simple goal of completing a line using 4 blocks of the same color. Where this gets complicated though, is that blocks of the same shade combine to create a darker block, and this effect can chain, leading to many an accidentally ruined plan. It seems like a walk in the park at first, but grabbing truly high scores will be a much more difficult task than you'd imagine. Its controls could use a little refining in future patches, but as long as you're careful with your inputs, it really isn't that large of a problem. For just $1, this game is a fantastic time killer. Now, the other simple title on this month's list is also by far the simplest title I've ever put on one of my monthly top 5, not to mention it's also completely free to play, and that is I'm Smarter Than You. The game is literally just rock, paper, scissors, but instead of just playing best 2 out of 3, the entire game is handled with a health system and bluffing mechanics. Basically, whenever it's your turn, you create a sentence which affects the damage values of each of the game's 3 options: arrow, attack, and counter, and you then choose which option you'd like to take, with the opponent deciding afterwards. As a result, the entire game gets built on a series of bluffs. Are you going to do the obvious power option, or are you taking the weaker attack to try and catch them off guard? Or do you think they'd anticipate that, so you go for a counter to your counter? This is a great example of a fun, simple, free time killing competitive game to play with friends, though it does have one form of in-app purchase that is really a bit on the odd side. Players can tip each other bonus XP, but doing so may require a purchase, which is honestly just weird. I'm not a fan of this feature's implementation, but seeing as how it has zero impact on your ability to just play the game, I'm able to overlook it. Now, fourth up, we have another mobile exclusive game, but in this case, it's actually trying to recapture a retro 16-bit style action platformer, and that is Goblin Sword. This is a traditional style action platformer having players attack enemies with weapons while avoiding various traps, spikes, and fireballs, all while also trying to find hidden collectibles in the form of crystals that unlock bonus levels and chests containing bonus money or useful new equipment. Money can be spent between levels to purchase new, stronger weapons, armor that is purely cosmetic, or relics that offer a number of different passive bonuses. For only $2, this game has a healthy amount of content to keep you occupied, especially if you're looking to 100% it. And while challenging, the game never hits full-on BS levels of difficulty. Solid level design, decent boss fights, and a low price point for what you can get, Goblin Sword is a great retro clone if you need your fix. Now, last up is a title that I think honestly was a no-contest choice for making it on this month's list. It is one of the most refined gaming experiences you can find on any system. It proved itself on PC and has finally made its way to our mobile systems, and that is Goat Simulator. With epic storytelling, amazing visuals, and look, you just run around as a goat and you just do stupid stuff. Jump on a trampoline, headbutt people, put on a jetpack and fly around. This is just one of those small but hilarious sandboxy games to just do stupid crap, and yet still laugh about it and have just as much fun, if not more fun, than playing a serious game. While not having all of the features of the PC version, if you need a portable option to just do ridiculously stupid things, Goat Simulator for iOS is the correct choice to make. Sitting at $4.99, it's in the mid-price range for an iOS game, but but still only comes in at half the cost of its elder PC brother. So those were my personal favorite top 5 iOS games of September 2014. There were a lot of other great titles I'm sure I missed out on, so if you guys didn't hear your favorite game on this month's list, go ahead and make sure to rage to me about it down in the comments. As always guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well as subscribe if you haven't yet. I've also got my Twitter profile linked down below if you want to go ahead and follow me there as well. I'll see you guys soon with some more content, including my thoughts on Shadows of Mordor, but until then, I'm Kevin Kenson, and I'll see you guys later.